And I think it's time to go. Welcome, welcome. Chris Nephilim back reporting for more duty in building Tomb Raider level editor stuff. And without further ado, welcoming in Zachary Antle. Welcome in. I hope you're doing good. Hope everyone is doing great. I don't know what time of day it is for you, but it's a lovely Friday afternoon, early afternoon. Actually just past 1:30, and I'm just feeling chill and building, and so we are live with another TRLE 10. Really? Look, I'm glad I didn't butcher your name. I don't know. Only ever foreign people who pronounce your name right. Well, I'm glad I didn't butcher it for once. But yeah, it's good to know. I managed not to ruin it for you. I was doing before actually tuning into the stream. I was making certain alterations to the lighting. I actually was inspired by Gecko Kid yesterday, and he gave me a few pointers. Oops. So I'm just adjusting lighting to match these ideas. And my dog is sitting beside me panting like whatever. I can't watch this on my work desktop because restricted mode. Let me grab my headphones. Oh my god. It's almost 8 a.m. here. You just had breakfast. Well, that's lovely. I hope it was something good. Now, what was I? Oh, yes. Wasn't placed here. Let's copy it over. The tricky part with lighting is that I actually have a flip map here, so I'm just gonna have to do this twice. For every room. So much fun. Sadly, I kept them in the same color palette, so shouldn't be a problem. Had a couple of cereal boxes that were almost empty, so just mix them all together in one bowl. Well, that's what you usually do. When you know you're running out, but you have just enough to get yourself a decent meal. How are you doing, by the way, Gecko? Hope you're doing good. Hope your morning and early afternoon are going swell. I know you're at work. Perfectly understandable. Is this having a different lighting? Oh, it did. Okay. I think initially I thought that this was going to be emptying out for whatever reason, but I decided not to. Okay. This needs to go lower and should match. Was I hope I didn't overdo it. The brightness. Should I say lack of brightness? But we'll see. Wish you could do any of this, but you're a Mac boy. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you're on Mac, then no fun with that, I'm afraid. Yeah, that's true. It's probably better to overdo it and then just tweak than keep on jumping back and forth. Sometimes it doesn't need a lot of raising of the brightness to make it look right. So yeah, you're probably right about this. Well, not probably, usually right when it comes to TRLE. Someone who hasn't actually touched it for a while, same as myself, but then again you did publish something successfully before and I have never actually had the courage to. You're a better expert at that than I am. I think I'm gonna keep the lighting in here for the most part because it's fine. What I wanted to do is actually lift this camera a bit. It's too low and it doesn't show the crack in here. But what I am going to tweak basic skills that were essential in actually doing it. Besides, you've got the eye for all of those details that I'm still learning to have. Probably of an overstatement when it comes to myself. But yeah, you have a good eye. You got a good sense of aesthetics. I'm still like learning how that all works. Okay, so lowering the lighting in here. I wonder, should it be okay to be like this? I don't know, I'm just gonna have to find out. By the way, it's Friday, guys. Aren't you excited for the concept of Friday? I mean, I don't care because for the last 2 weeks I've been on holidays, which are unfortunately coming to an end, which I really, really dread. Who's Roger Deakins? 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 I don't know if I read it right. I'm sorry if I'm unfamiliar with someone important. Cinematographer, he shot Shawshank. Attenzione, pickpocket. Hey, Hey there, American. Yeah. He should Shawshank Redemption, Skyfall, Blade Runner 2049. Oh my goodness. Oh god. So good, such good films, actually. It's quite a resume, actually. I have to give it to him. That he actually has an impressive resume. Stuff that I like myself. 1917. Now that's one thing I probably have not seen. Property Boys, okay. Yeah, that's okay. American Buskaya probably, but I probably butchered it, but whatever. Oh, I know. I need also something else here. No, not flyby camera, just a normal camera. A one shot, not a trigger, but a pad. And I don't know, it doesn't make a difference when I make it locked or not, but by the way, welcome in Serenity. Hope you're doing good. Out of coffee pods for the curing and have an instant. Oh my goodness. I don't drink coffee, so I'm not very aware, but. Hey Alex, and yeah, I totally get that. Although I don't drink coffee myself. If anything, maybe energy drinks, but try not to overdo them in general, so. Yeah, that's about it for me. Oh, and there's one thing in this room I have done incorrectly. So, this needs to be like this. And the side, otherwise it's just glowing from below too much. Okay, I want to try it out before I decide if this is gonna be okay. Don't move the texture. But yeah, I'm just trying to see if this is gonna work. Oh, goodness me. Let's see if we can make it work and look properly and move Lara just to the opening of that section so I can actually just drop in and see how it looks and works without going through the entire level. Something I've learned again from Gecko Kid here. Goodness me. what I've done without Gecko. Like, really, you're teaching me so many stuff, so much stuff, so many new things I was not aware of. Change the texture to attention that pickpocket. Oh my god. Can you imagine? Oh, this looks good. Although it might be a bit too dark. It is fine here though. I might angle it actually. Because it requires... It's definitely lighting from... Legend came up before they knew Eagles played how a bunch of people thought it was. Yeah, I really thought when the demo released of TR Legend was that they actually cast Rachel Weisz to voice Lara because her Britishness was very on par with Rachel's English in like the Mummy series. So I personally thought it might have been Rachel Weisz. It wasn't announced and they haven't spoken about it, but that was my first thought. So personally, yeah, I can attest to that was probably the first ever thought about who that potentially was voicing Lara. So yeah, totally. And that was not only it was I think it was a general idea that it might have been her instead. Ooh, I love that lighting here. Although I could move it a bit to a side, but I think it's nicely angled. I do like this effect. I like how the ceiling gets very, very bright. The sun's fault, really, but... Yeah, I just can't imagine, like... It would have been even funnier if I actually put the sound of Attention and Pickpocket into the... into the audio, so it's like yelling somewhere in the background, like, Jesus. Oh god, that would have been stupendous. I broke the camera because obviously I had weapons drawn. That was my bad. More connections. Daniel Craig is in the first movie, but at one point they thought of casting Angelina Jolie as Vesper. Really? I don't think I could have seen Angelina Jolie as Vesper. Vesper Lind was perfectly cast with Evergreen, and no one can really change my mind about that. Like, Evergreen was just perfection for that role. Could never see anyone else in that character. Like, Jesus Christ on a stick, that would have been such a bad casting. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Angelina Jolie, but no. No, 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 no. It's definitely not a good cast for that. Oh, by the way, I put some timers into the... Yeah, we definitely need additional light source here. By the way, I don't know if Toronetta is still here, but you might like this. I don't know if you've seen the... Oh, right. Will you do it now? You are. Okay, good. I hope you recognize this area. That's because I wanted it to look like storm drains. Yeah, I couldn't help myself. I was like, oh my god, lava's in sewers. Let's make storm drains approximation. I mean, it's not gonna be storm drains per se, but I want a section of the sewers, the modern section of the sewers, to look like storm drains from AOD. Ah, dude, you dropped something. Take that off here. I just absolutely had to. Yeah, that's something that's in engine actually. That door gets a reflection, and I like that. I didn't do that. It's not me, but the engine actually allows for that kind of reflections. No, I don't think Kira has something comic-y like. I don't know. I don't want to say she looks funny, but no, there's lack of subtlety for her in my eyes. I wouldn't like her in that. I wouldn't like her in Casino Royale. Forgive me if you like her. I do like Kira, but no. I couldn't see that. What I like about TRLE 10 is that it has these embedded animations of like climbing off the ladder instead of like, oh, you gotta move to the wall and drop down, and sometimes you might not measure it right and she'll fall down. Like this actually has an embedded animation that works, and that's something I like in 10. So yeah, let's... I really wanted to have an approximation of storm drains. I don't want to remake something, but I want this to be a little bit of familiar between different eras of Tomb Raider. So I decided to make this a little thing. I think it's the remake by Julian, I think. Although I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, those remakes are very looked forward because AOD has not received the proper attention and development time that it deserved, so I'm all for it. I'm all for making AOD, giving AOD a second run, second chance, so to speak. Totally for it. Oh, that was Tiernan, you Raider. Yeah, perhaps. I'm confused. There's been so many attempts. They've been done in so many various engines. Ryoso, welcome in. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello there.
Oh, by the way, that's a new animation that I've learned. You know the underwater door, did you know that you actually can open this one when you're on surface? So like when Lara's surfaced... Oh, no, actually she can't. Okay, so that was my mistake? Anyway, opening this is definitely a lot easier than it used to be. There we go, the abandoned bathhouse properly lit and now nicely abandoned. Oh yeah, I absolutely love the bubbles in this engine. They just look... What I like is that they are traveling with Lara, so the bubbly goes after the trail she leaves. They are absolutely stunning. Although they kind of obscure the visuals, but you know what? It's supposed to be like that, so I'm like letting it stick. I'm letting it slide. I don't mind that too much. Oh yeah, I'm going for the event. I always go for an event. I do like, I'm a completionist. I like to have the stuff that the game gives out for free, even if I am not sure if I'm going to use it yet. But yeah, I have enough patience in me to actually go through this every day, so I'm just going to do it. I want to try it out. At the very least, I hear that the shield has a visual, and I want to see how that makes some of my ships look like, so I'm definitely going for it, surely. And I do want the phaser. The phaser seems very sweet. I want to see its visual as well, because it might actually work for some of my builds. So yeah, I'm definitely going for it. I'm assuming you are, because obviously... no, it's a default animation that is in Tomb Raider Engine 10. When you play a level and you press hold the walk button and tab roll button, she will turn around like this. So this is the same as roll button. I'm pressing the same button now, and when you press walk, she will instantaneously turn around like this. Which is a neat thing. I think it's AOD inspired because in AOD she did that. At least in beta, it's... Oh, this room is so well lit. Started your level set, so still learning everything. Oh yeah, that's also great that you can actually turn when on the surface. That's also the roll button, so no need for any fancy buttons or combinations. If you're starting in 10, then yeah. Some of the animations, like the ledge jump, that needs to be enabled, but that is enabled in the settings. I can show you in a moment where exactly that is. But yeah, most of the stuff that here, like, can be disabled, enabled, so you can have a very basic classic Lara with the standard animations, or have the improved ones. And this is where you get to the cistern. Right, okay, so I do like that lighting. This needs to be slightly tilted to the side. Not too bothered with most of this. This is just a bit too bright, and I think I want it to be tilted just as well. Maybe this direction. We'll see. Already tweaked the settings to the ones you want recently, and you're trying to go and make a title scene where Lara is stood on the side. Oh my goodness, Julian Guba. Well, speak of the devil, how are you doing, Julian? Hello, welcome on in.
Hello there. Good morning.
I hope you're doing good. We are just tweaking lighting for the time being, but I think I'm gonna go to the building because I can do the tweaking of the lighting on my own, really. Ah, that's why it's so bloody dark. I forgot to remove these buggers. Oh my goodness. Nope. This can go even darker. Darker still. Yeah, I could tweak that all day and never be satisfied with the end result, so I think I'm just gonna leave that for now. But I know what I'm aiming for, so... Normally, level starts up here, so I'm just gonna put Lara back to her place. Assume that she's dropping in from a vent down here, and we can continue with the building. As you can see, it's not a very complicated level. This is my first level that I built from scratch, unlike the Croft Manor. Oh, no worries, Ray or so. It's lovely to have you. Me, Jenny, Stephen, the dude doing the restoration project, and the gang's all here. Oh my goodness, the restoration project is such a good Good job. I just absolutely adore that project. I love that level with my whole heart. I think he's doing God's work with it. Oh, okay. So that's what's done here. Okay, no matter. And copy it here and paste it into this room because surely use a continuity of the lighting. But here we're gonna use something different. Now I'm still kind of like, I am a bit torn. Should I have a further staircase here? Maybe just a short one. Nope. Right. No, wait. Was that thinking of the dude doing the rest remastered edition, or was it called the Dutch guy? Oh, that's right, Julian. You have your birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
I feel stronger now.
Definitely. We are absolutely happy that you're here with us, and yeah, I hope you enjoy your birthday today. I don't know if you have any fancy plans for today, or is it just chilling and just, enjoying yourself? Oh, really? That is just rude. Ah, that's why. Fine. Ah, that's why. Fine, I'll do this one more. Sometimes I do regret the decisions I make when it comes to texturing, and then I just have to redo everything. But that's fine. And use the entire square here and just this bit here. Definitely want these bricks to be naked here. Definitely want it to look like it's damaged from the water and all that stuff. Sorry, I forgot to turn one thing on. Go. Now I can work. I can't work when it's silent, and I just realized that why is it not flowing? You love TRLE streams because you work on AOD simultaneously and it gets you motivated. Oh, I totally get that. I absolutely totally get that because I have the same. I watch other TRLE builders like Agent XP, among others, and I just feel so inspired by watching them when they're working on their stuff. So I just want to do the same. So I totally get that. I have the same approach for that. Abso-freaking-lutely. I should be able to make it a bit louder. Killed to see Captain Biglow to do a TR movie. Who was Catherine Biglow? I'm not aware of that person. Or I know who that is, but I can't connect the dots between the name and the face. I'm not good at that sometimes, you know. I tend to try and remember actors, but sometimes I just fail miserably. I love that you can actually change the color and the ambience of the items, objects that are statics like this. You only sing in the bath. What do you mean you sing now? Like, someone sing? Or did I say something that made you think you need to sing? Right, okay. I don't want this that big. Nope. What am I doing? Wrong side. So, put some statics here, like, I don't know. No clue yet. Back to yourself only, not... No, Julian's a sing. Oh yeah, I know. I thought someone was just like saying something about ability to resize rooms with doors is a blessing. Yes. It was very annoying. I think the original editor didn't even allow that. I'm not sure about NGLE because I've never worked with it, but I think the original one didn't allow that either. It was just like, no, you can't do that. Now you can resize rooms and change them. Even when they're fully furnished, if you've already put some items in it, but you've already realized that it's a bit too big, you can just cut down stuff in it, and I just love that. This is very, very useful. I think it's one of the very important, one of the most important refinements in 10 that allows you to play around with that kind of stuff. Now I'm wondering, should we just have a big entrance to, oops, big entrance to the cistern here or here? I think it should go left. Yeah. This one's gonna be a small one, and it's gonna be lower ceiling. Now this is gonna be a bitch, and I think I'm gonna... So many people mix up Tomb Editor and 10. You miss smooth floor ceiling in Tomb Editor though. Wait, what? Smooth floor ceiling? What's that? New room to the left. Room. I just love that there's not really limitation to how far it's gonna go. In room edit, you can randomize the floor ceiling and then tell it to smooth all of them. Can't you do that here? I could swear you could do that here as well. Okay, let's make a fucking huge room here. Because we can. I'm gonna regret it later because I hate making enormously large rooms, but whatever. What I did that for, I should just keep it highlighted. Oh, Jesus. I have to click the very slide. Oh, yeah, that's true. Now, I'm gonna do one thing here that I hope will work. Trying to create that unique cistern type of ceiling. I already miscalculated the room size, by the way. Oh well. Because I don't need it. I can crop it with a wall here. 3 tools. Damn it. Though who knows, maybe I'll just use it later. I see I made a very big mistake here with the size of this. But heck it. You can always readjust, right? I was building 100 per 100 room with desert sand. It got too frustrating for me, so I gave up. Oh my goodness, Gecko, like Jesus, it wasn't your level large enough already. Oh my goodness, no, I absolutely despise enormous areas. I mean, I love them when they're made properly, and I've seen some TRLEs where they actually managed it. I remember TR4 kind of managing the desert concept, but it was like, could have been done better. But no, I couldn't possibly bother with that. Okay. This is gonna be interesting. Make a proper looking cistern. See how that works out. I think I need this to be a lot bigger, so I'm just gonna have to add a room to this side, so at least it covers the... You can copy and paste those blocks instead of man... How can you copy blocks like that? Okay, you're telling me new tricks. Again. I mean, I don't really mind that. Oh, this is too high. So like this. And what then I do? Do I just do Control C for copy and then let's do it. Oh, I can actually do that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay. I'm dumb, apparently. Because I would have never figured that out. And I do know the workflow of Control Z, Control V, because I use it at work all the time. But whatever. Alright, let's see. I'll do it like this. I can. Apparently. Although, to be fair, I don't think I want to extend to this size. Can I resize it now? Yep. Oh my goodness, I love this. The fact that I can resize an active room with doors is just, oh, it's just brilliant. I love that. I do fucking love that. It's exactly what was needed in original TRLE, but we got it now. And I stand that idea. To the left. No, you certainly don't want to keep it that large. Let's see. How far will that get us? Oh my goodness. Such an easy workflow. Oh, size is perfect, actually. Ah, that was easy. That was fast. Yeah, I've sold the split room, but I don't like the way it works sometimes, so I just left it as it is. I tend to, like, build them more to what I plan for them than just crop and resize and cut and merge. Doors, idiot. Alright, that gives us the first level. Will give us an option to shimmy in a crack later on, so leaving myself an open gate for that, because I don't know how I'm going to exactly design this room. But you know what? I might actually consider trying merging these rooms here. Can I merge them like this, the way they are now, into one room? I mean, the ones on the top and the ones on the bottom? I mean, each level, like, vertically? $150 per 200 rooms. Jesus Christ. That's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. So how do you merge rooms like that? Oh, so merge rooms is horizontal. I can't do that vertically, so when I have rooms that are joined with walls, they can't be merged in a way. Not that it bothers me really, but just curious. Oh, like this. Okay, but that doesn't really help because they're not showing the stuff that's below. The hell is that? Ah, that's what it shows. Merge room, but that's still horizontally. Yeah, merge still goes. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. Now, I want to merge them vertically if possible, but if that's not possible, then I don't care. I can work with that where it is now. Not a biggie. Gonna have to jump between. Okay, let's put rooms down. Do you guys know the feeling that when you sense a smell, that's I don't know, you're passing by something or some place, and it just brings up some sort of memories from like childhood and stuff like that? I'm like, sometimes it's just like a smell that just takes you back like time travel. Just having that right now. I'm not sure if that's some sort of if someone's putting up laundry outside of my building, I mean on the balcony or a terrace. But I'm not sure if it's their detergent they're using for laundry or what else. But Jesus, does it bring me back to the time when I was a child and my mom was doing some sort of cleaning. Like, Jesus, I can't. Oh yeah, like smelling your boyfriend or something, or your ex, or I don't know, someone you were close once. It's such a powerful thing that you have feelings associated or memories associated to. What the fuck is this? I didn't make you. The fuck is this? Are you a wall? I never wanted you to be a wall. Fuck off. But yeah, the way that feelings can get associated to a smell, and then it just brings back some sort of flashbacks or something. It's just incredible. Just bloody incredible. And sometimes it's like just a distant memory. And sometimes it's just like it makes you stop and you can't stop thinking about that feeling, about that emotion, about that memory that is just lodged inside your brain, connected to that smell. It just completely takes you out of whatever you were doing. You can't bloody focus, and it's just the only thing in your head. I just, I mean, it's sometimes a good thing, sometimes a very positive thing, and sometimes just ruins your day. Right now I smelled something that just brought me back to my childhood, I think. When I was at my parents' place, when I was living with my parents as a kid, very young kid. And I don't know if it's a laundry smell or some sort of, I don't know, maybe window cleaning thing. I can't say for sure, but it just brought me back. I don't know why really. It's not associated with any type of particular memory, but it's so strong, so vivid. Like I don't know, someone's using the same, absolutely same fragrance that likely my mum used, and it just now, oh, just swirling in my mind. Can't explain it. Uh, hmm. Hmm. Thinking if that was a good idea to build it like this, it kind of ruins the idea of what I wanted. If we could commercialize that, it would be smells that for every individual, the memories it connect to, it's one of the few human. Yeah, but it's because it's so individual, you can't replicate it. It's one thing that it's just sticking in your head and no one can do anything about it. Like, use it, utilize it, whatever. It's actually, I'm glad that no one can use it in any capacity to gain from it. It's just coming through my window, it's just sticking and getting into my nose and just totally gets me back into the some sort of distant memory. Now I'm thinking, I do have columns I could totally use. And I'm just wondering if that was a good idea to make them into geometry. Reason why is that I wanted aqueducts here as well, and I just realized that there's no room for aqueducts. Either I keep columns just to the sides, although this is accurately how a cistern would look like really, but it's going to be really boring with these amounts of columns. It doesn't give anything for the gameplay. I still wanted it to be a bit of a homage to the tier 1 cistern more than anything, so I might actually keep the that's not what I wanted. Okay, never mind. Just keep the ceiling one. Good thing you can, oops, undo your mistakes easily. Oh, not that way. You bitch. That's not what I wanted you to reset, but whatever. No. Right, okay, so this will definitely be I just saw a lovely typo in my command. LOL. Now I wonder, do I want to keep these? I think I do. No worries. I have a great rest of your day if we don't see each other. Hope you enjoy your rest of your day. As always, it's lovely having you. Especially that I learn a lot from you. Another level that I actually like, that has a cistern in an actual Tomb Raider game, surprisingly would be the cistern from Rise of the Tomb Raider. It's probably the most Tomb Raider-y location in that game. That actually, I mean, it doesn't make sense geographically wise because for once there was never any remnant of Byzantine culture ever present in Russia or Siberia or wherever. And there are no traces of that culture. But ignoring that, ignoring that little aspect, I have to say, and I do love how you actually explore that location, learn more about it, and you know, it just gives you some sort of sense. Some sort of sense. Jesus, what am I talking about? It gives you an idea of what the place was like, how it was used. And you know, it just feels like a proper cistern. I know they did their homework when it comes to that because normally it's the game is very chaotic in my opinion. Again, my opinion, you don't agree with this, but at least the cistern does seem to be very consistent with the concept of it. And it does feel like proper cistern. Visually, it does give you. It's not like I think Jackie said that yesterday. That the level doesn't look like it's been deliberately designed for gameplay only, and they forgot that they're supposed to have some sort of function. They ignored it. They just designed it strictly for the gameplay purposes, so the player has a challenge, and they didn't give a flying fuck about anything else. But they actually designed it with an idea of something happening there. Actually, that it was supposed to have some purpose in it, and that it actually has a function of, well, for one, containing water, but secondly also having the need of changing the water levels for its functionality's sake. And I do like that idea. It was so well translated into what the game actually conveyed. So I do like the cistern in Rise of the Tomb Raider, despite my overall opinion over that game, which is not good. Not gonna lie, I don't really enjoy. Ooh, I have an idea what I'm gonna do with these rooms. Yep. Ready on it. We do need. Mm, 48, 47. Okay. There we go. Nice and smooth. BRB need to catch some water. Hello? Oh, that should be better. So, how long have I been talking to myself without the microphone ever picking me up? Someone tell me? I mean, I know you had music, but Jesus, I've been talking to myself. Such a long time and no one even noticed anything. I don't think even Gecko heard me saying goodbye. Lovely. Well, I have myself to blame for being preoccupied with the building. Nope, that doesn't serve any purpose. So, you're gonna have to figure something else out. We'll just point it to just one side. Although I guess that doesn't hurt. Oh, right. Forgotten about a little detail that it's all being led to by completely flooded. Okay. Well, Okay. That's all gonna be a pain, isn't it? Trying to test something out. I never had the opportunity. I'm trying to see if I can actually make it happen. Okay. Normal then. Interesting. I wanna do what I want here. Why are you normal? It's supposed to be water. Oh, goodness me. That's gonna be a bit more complicated than I've anticipated, but we'll tackle this. And it's so far. Hopefully, anyway. Right, normal, normal, normal. Water here. Oh. No. This is not tagged properly. Bitch. Hasn't been properly tagged. Condition. If room flag. For instance, 227. Ah, I know. I made a mistake here. Okay, so flip map. What? That property flag. Toggle flip map. Whatever. I don't need this condition. I'll just toggle flip map full and it will toggle everything with that flip map to a different state. Enough. Event set, reset, flip map full. And if Lara is capable of climbing here, for instance. Alright. See if that will work. I think it's gonna be a big disaster, but we never know. Let's see if that will work at all. If not, then we can just... Ah, shit. What the frick? Oh, I didn't set the property of one room properly. Oh well. And I didn't flip the map properly. Fuck it. Why are you not flipping properly? No, not water, normal. And, unflipped, this is water, you piece of shit. Same goes for you. Your normal state is water. And then you're flipped, and then normal. Okay. Do it. Alright, let's see how that behaves. Oh, I love this bug. And I forgot to put the parallel bar because that's just the way I am. Let's try that again. It would have worked if the parallel bar wasn't broken. Can you click on the bloody thing? Yeah, that was an idea, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna go with it. At the least, I can put a room here. I can still reach this, so... I wonder if it's not too crooked. Right, let's test it again. I want to see if she can reach this that way, and we can have some sort of base for gameplay. Although I'm still thinking about how to make this work. Yeah, making a cistern isn't as easy as one thinks, and I'm trying to make it right. Of course, the switch for this is going to be in a completely different way. I guess falling into the water isn't easy for Lara. Oh yeah, of course, I haven't textured the gap. I know how it looks like though, so I won't bother. What? That's not what I wanted. It was supposed to connect. They do, technically. That's unusual. Can you be able to catch it? Okay, this is again not reflecting what is in geometry here. What the fuck gives? I don't get it. Did I do something wrong here? This is not how it looks in the game. Well, TRLE does sometimes become a bitch. Oh, I think I know what's the problem. Oh, there's a flip map in effect. So on the map flips, it's too low. Right. That's why. Hi, Sketchers. Well, the level itself is just my attempt to do a mix of Roman and Greco-Roman sort of underground bathhouse that Lara finds, and supposedly Italian mafia is looking for it because it contains a very powerful artifact. Right now, I'm just trying to test out if I can plan out a proper traversal through fragments of, well, broken pillars, so to speak, an underwater section. When the section gets drained, when we're trying to refill it with water, but rather than all together at once, just gradually, so it actually gets us where we need to go. So right now, these are just test rooms, which are connected to an existing set of levels and rooms, but yeah, this is like... It's a very test, very basic, I'm just trying out if it's gonna work kind of thing. Yeah, flip map works. And I do hope that the Jimmy works too. That's good. Okay. Ah, this lever is a bit too low. Incorrectly triggered it, but whatever. Yeah, so it is reachable. That's good. Although I will have to rework that level entirely because this room is just a preliminary. I had an idea about creating a cistern that will be kind of like realistic, but also not. This is what I've built so far. It's a bit of Rome, streets of Rome, bit of sewer sections, and some ruins of the abandoned Roman bathhouse. So if you move Lara here, you put out the level here. Yeah, scripting is the hardest part of learning 10, and I'm just staying away from as much as possible. I do prefer the more classic take, so I'm limiting myself from the use of scripting unless I really, really need to. But it's not the easiest thing to work around. I did put a few scripts that were kind of a ready thing to display the ammo count. So you have the ammo counter. The level itself is just that. I might change the ceiling because I don't like that. Yeah, scripting is the most annoying and daunting thing you can actually do. That is true, but you know, sometimes it just needs to be done and there's not much you can do about it. If you want the level to do what you want, and if normal triggers and stuff won't do the trick, then the next best thing is to set it properly, which is never easy, but you know, you have to work it out. So anyway, this is just the ending segment. I mean ending because this is as far as I went with making everything work. Or what I needed to, but... Now this is where we end up with the segment I've already built, but haven't done anything with it. Well, the cistern itself is a good idea, but I still need to work on bits and pieces of it, so probably gonna do that off stream because I still want to tweak a few elements. Oh, I forgot to import an object actually into the level, which is another thing I need to look into. Oh goodness. Yeah, so far so good. I've made some tests. I know which distances she'll be able to cover with the ledge jump and all that, so that's good. I mean, if I can't just do that and... Yeah, so basically this is just a preliminary beginning. I'm just testing the grounds. This isn't going to be the final look or even the closest look. Maybe I'll keep the ceiling because it does have a cistern vibe to it, because that's how cisterns used to look like. But I might actually change it altogether. I'm not yet certain how I want to proceed with this. But for the time being, I do like the way this turns out. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do for now. I'm wondering what that texture does. Let's see, animation 0. Now we need to add a new animation. Need a different texture. What does this do? One, two. 5, 7. Trying to see, or maybe I've done this wrong. Let's see, new animation. I never know how they put them. Sometimes they put them. Oh, that does seem better. That's supposed to be some sort of. Hmm. Is that a rain animation? What the hell is this? Hmm. I want to see how that looks like. Hey there, Cubsy. Well, I know nothing about TRNG scripting, so I don't know. I don't think they translate to one another, so you either script in LUR or you script in TRNG and you use a different engine for it, but yeah, I'm not an expert, so I can't say. I can barely touch the scripts that are used in LUR for 10, and I'm not loving them. Ah, so that's what it does. It's just a standard. I mean, fair enough. It's not a bad texture, although I think it's more for like one square water or something. I'd say. Not a fan. What are the other animations? There are a few actually. They like connected together? What the frick is this anyway? It can't be a waterfall. No, they don't work together. I don't have an idea what was the idea behind them. They don't seem to work pretty well, or maybe they're just smaller. I don't know. I don't know what the hell this texture is supposed to be, but whatever. I don't know, maybe just smaller bits or something. I don't see how they work together. Like this. Anyway, oh, that reminds me. I have not actually. I actually could use that. That grease one. Yeah, when I see strings of strings of characters, digits, letters all together, my mind gets boggled. I'm like, nope. Thank you. Nope. I'm not gonna touch this. It's too overwhelming. My brain is farting and frying at the same time. It's just nope. Such a big fat no for me when I see scripting. Unfortunately, my job kind of requires that at times. Trying to dodge the bullet, but probably should have started looking for a different job. I'm just kidding. Oh, I think you dropped something. I really don't like that when she's here, there is no splashing sound. It needs to be at least halfway through that for the sound to actually be here. It's really, I don't know, anticlimactic. It ruins it for me. I hope it can be addressed at some point. Not sure, Cubsy, if you're aware of this. It's a bit of a concern for people who played 10 levels. And I know it's kind of an in-engine thing, so it would have to be tweaked, so... she's not making sound when she's in shallow water until a certain depth. And in original tier, it used to be that she, even if her feet were soaked in the shallow water in which she can still run, she would make splashing sounds, and she's not until her foot is like at least halfway through into the puddle or water tank, shallow space of water. And in my personal opinion, it's kind of weird because when you walk on a puddle, it splashes, and it's literally just a flat surface of water which splashes. And it used to be in classic tier that she would make a sound, but suddenly she doesn't in 10. And it's, to me, it's kind of like I don't want to say it's terrible because it's not a big issue, but I'm just so used to it that when it's gone, it's a bit annoying. I remember Arc Raiders when she was playing Shababab's demo for the tier 3 gold. She was also very unnerved by it because it was like she was used to that. Is it so? Yeah, I know. I understand that not everyone actually notices these things, and they're not as important as other technicalities. By the way, do you know how to change the sound of this stupid button? Because for whatever reason, that button sounds like the bull hitting the wall, and that's not supposed to be like that. I tried to change it in the object animation, but when I did it, I actually broke the button, so it wasn't working at all, and I don't know what I've done wrong. Okay, that looks better. The surface and all. Yeah, I tried doing that via ward tool, but you know what I did? It actually broke the button, so Lara wouldn't want to push it even, and I don't know what I did wrong with it. The sound is in Lara object when she presses the button. Oh, so I need to find an animation for Lara that presses the button? It's not the button's fault, it's Lara's fault. Like, Lara object is the issue. Okay. Change the sound slot. Okay. It doesn't make sense. I was wondering because when I tried to edit the button, it got broken, and I know that most of objects are changeable in the objects themselves. I assumed it was the button that was the issue, but if it's Lara thing, then yeah. Well, it explains why I broke the button by trying to change its properties instead of like touching the source, and that's something that, well, I did unknowingly. My god, like, kill me, but this room is like the best lit room ever. I love it. Like, look at the lighting in this room. It's just so fucking brilliant. It's thanks to Gecko. He pointed out how to set up lighting in 10 with the new sun ability, so you can put more than one sun in the room. And my god, this just looks so fucking good now. So, okay, let me try that now. The ward tool, okay. So, I need to find a Lara object in there. And is that the Lara object? Like, making stupid questions, but, so, this one? And, like, edit animations? Oh, that's where all of this is. Button push. That's probably the one. Ah, there you are, bitch. Yeah, sorry, I had it in my different monitor. For whatever reason, editor decided to, like, be a bitch. But I found it, it's over here. And again, I'm guessing it moved to a wrong one. Okay, so that's the big switch? Uh-uh. Nope. I think this is the one. There we go. Does that apply also to like pistol sounds? Oh, so it was deliberately assigned. I thought it was something with is the pistol animation assigned to Lara or the pistols, by the way? Pistol sounds are hard coded, so you change the WAV file via sound tool. Ooh, I don't know any sound tools. I don't think I have something like it. Oh, this is the sound tool. Ah, okay. I was just curious. I don't want to change it because I'm kind of used to this one, but I was just curious how that works. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Thanks, Cubsy. I'm learning as I'm going, and that's really, really helpful. And this is the level number 1. Yeah, I'm gonna have to relight the entire thing. Yeah, I get it. No worries. I was just merely curious how that works. But yeah, that makes a ton of sense. Now I'm actually a bit less lost. And a lot of people complained about that sound in the Croft Manor. I have to say I was pissed at it by myself, but it wasn't such a big issue that I would like kill for it, so I decided like leave it as it was. But yeah, I think I'm gonna like fix that now because it was kind of pissing me off. And if I can fix it, I will be fixing the lighting in Croft Manor too, following suggestions from Gecko. His lighting technique actually works for me better because it doesn't affect the objects, which get extremely dark for no reason at all. Because of the shadow bulbs. I don't know how Core used these shadow bulbs, because I know they did. I saw the original layout of the levels with the original editor, and they used these shadow bulbs like crazy, and it wasn't subtle enough for me. It was just like a bit too much of it. But then again, it was just them doing their thing. The designers had a very distinct style. So I totally get it that they kind of did that in their own kind of way. But it was kind of silly because they abused these light bulbs, but they had very little objects in the levels. When we are building our levels, we try to fill them up with more objects and items that are creating the additional atmosphere. They were probably a bit more stingy when use of these because they had to meet the PlayStation 1 requirements or capabilities for for its ability. So I totally get why it didn't actually bother that much in terms of lighting. Yeah, that does make makes sense. Let's see. Giant button push. Okay. The fuck? Why does this ladder have only giant button push? I can't find the small button push. Am I blind? Oh yeah, people have some sort of weird expectations in their levels. I find it annoying when I read some of the reviews and there you are, bitch. Gotcha. Oh, you can even have the electronic thing. Anyway, thanks guys for being here. I will have to end because my dog is kind of like lasering through me because it's his time for a walk, and I would love to stay and sit around with you guys. I swear to God, I do love spending time and chatting, and Jesus, so many shadow bulbs. I will have to go over this because Yeah, new lighting is definitely in store, but I won't do that on stream because removing everything by hand is just gonna take too much time. And we don't like taking too much time for a very tedious amount of work. But yeah, definitely something to work around. So now I can actually apply the light sources properly. So many shadow bulbs, Jesus, Philula Croft. We'll definitely need to work over that, but yeah, I'm just here to reload the wards and to export the level. But anyway, thanks guys for being here. I really appreciated the ideas that you all came up with. I will be tweaking and working on the levels. Maybe just, I don't know, maybe I'll pop up with a stream tomorrow-ish. If that allows me. So I have a few things to do, but still one of the few last days I have before I go back to work, where I will definitely have a lot less time to tweak about TRLEs overall, and very little time for streaming. Maybe not time, it's more about energy management. You know, when I go back to work, my job is quite demanding. It requires a lot of concentration and focus, and I just don't have the energy and concentration afterwards, and I will just fall asleep during an attempted stream. So yeah, I will be trying to come back during the weekends, hopefully, if I will somehow save enough energy to survive. I might just I've tried to pop up with a stream in the evening, but I can't guarantee that. Depends on so many things. But yeah, thanks guys. I really appreciated every single one of you who came over. If you want to help my channel to get a little bit more attention, consider throwing that hands up. I'm not asking for subscriptions because that's depending solely on you. That's not the purpose of my channel, to beg for subscriptions. I know it annoys me that people just mention it every time, so I'm trying not to do that overall and just spend some time and focus on the thing. I'm gonna actually make a small break with building on stream. I will be still doing that off stream, but I might just pop up with some sort of stream. Maybe I will play a TRLE, maybe I'll play one of the Tomb Raiders. Just for aesthetic reference, I was hoping to have some time to replay Tomb Raider Underworld, the PC version, even though it doesn't have all the DLCs and costumes and whatnot. But yeah, that's the plan, and that's what I might come up with tomorrow or Sunday, probably around noon or a little bit before, because I want to still have the afternoon, later in the afternoon, to myself, but we'll see. I'll keep you posted. If you want to keep yourselves updated, you can always drop a follow to any of the socials that are listed in chat, and yeah, I'll see you next time, and I'll see you. Wishing you a wonderful rest of the Friday. I'm probably gonna be lurking around Twitch later on, and I'll see you next time. Cheers guys, see you around.